The Denver Broncos drafted a very intriguing player with their last pick in the 7th round of the draft in Utah tight end Caleb Lohner. Lohner did not play a lot of college football, but he was a basketball standout at Utah. Lohner is now trying to change sports and transition to football, and the Broncos, as well as Sean Payton, have historically had success developing these basketball players into good tight ends. You think about how Denver was able to develop Julius Thomas out of Portland State. He was a basketball star there and then was a really good tight end at the NFL level in Denver. Then with Sean Payton, the Jimmy Graham story is very well known, how he took a basketball player in Jimmy Graham out of, I believe, the University of Miami and turned him into a star tight end at the NFL level. Can Caleb Lohner be that next guy? We know that Lohner is a great athlete, but is he a good football player? The difference between Lohner and Jimmy Graham and Julius Thomas is that there's just not a lot of film out there on him. At least with Thomas and Graham, there was a season's worth of tape of them at the tight end position. With Lohner, he barely got any snaps at Utah. He caught 4 passes for 4 touchdowns. We're going to watch all of them here and see what the Denver Broncos might have saw in Lohner, because he's 6'7" and 250 pounds. That's certainly the size to play the part, but will he be able to transition his game from basketball to football? Let's find out. So on this first play here, Lohner is going to be set up on a wing to the left, and the quarterback for Utah is actually going to be Isaac Wilson, the little brother of Zach Wilson. Lohner is just going to be running a little wheel route here from this position, fake as if he's going to be running a flat route. We're going to play it at half speed just so we don't get copyright claimed, and then just run up and around this guy. Actually, it's more of a back shoulder fade right there. That's really nice. Good throw, good ball placement there from Ike Wilson. And that's what you kind of want to see here from Caleb Lohner, is the ability to just box out this defender right here and make these contested back shoulder catches. And that's a really nice job right there. So that's without a doubt something that Sean and George Payton saw. He can make these contested catches. He can catch these 50-50 balls in the end zone. So we're definitely going to see some of that here in Denver for sure. This one here, we've got him with just sort of a little head fake fade. Really nice. Again, just float that one up into the end zone. Let him jump up and get it. That's the athleticism. That's the catch radius showing right there. So this is definitely a good sign when you're looking for plays that might translate to the NFL level. This is definitely a good sign right here that, at bare minimum, Caleb Lohner can be a red zone threat for you. Just jump up and let him go get these balls against smaller DBs. So that is definitely one positive trait of his game. So moving into this one here against Arizona. Watch this one over here. Looks like they're running kind of a mesh concept. But it's kind of another one of those situations where you're just floating it up, back shoulder, and letting him go get it. Again, nothing too exotic here with what they're asking him to do. Just got to pause it for a second so we don't get a copyright claim. Yeah, again, it's nothing overly fancy or crazy, but just let him use his size. And this next one here against CU is kind of the most famous one, where it's a true basketball box out here against a small DB. Again, it's going to be Ike Wilson at quarterback. Again, we just got to make sure we don't get a copyright claim on this. Nice job just turning around and literally boxing this defender out. He's got nowhere to go, the defender for Colorado. And just jump up and catch it. Really, really nice job right there. And again, these are the 4 plays that you look at. Again, this is basically the only 4 plays that we have of him on tape, but there are some nice things here for Caleb Lohner, and he was going to sign with the Indianapolis Colts as an undrafted free agent if he wasn't picked. The Broncos clearly liked his traits enough, and with their history developing a guy like Julius Thomas and Sean Payton's history developing Jimmy Graham, why not take a flyer on this cat?